One, two, one, two. All right, let's roll.
Welcome. You're listening to the Saddle Up Podcast,
where we discuss everything related to UTRGV athletics, past or present. We'll catch up with old teammates, friends, and take you down memory lane
with exclusive interviews.
This is the Saddle Up Podcast,
the voice of your covered walkway streets.
So dope.
This is gonna be awesome.
Stay tuned for new episodes every week.
From Bronx Village to the Fieldhouse,
we'll cover it all.
Hell yeah, dude. Carpe diem.
So saddle up and let's go.
Let's go.
Saddle up, partner.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining another episode. Today, I've got G. Garza. He's with us as always.
Woo! That's what I'm talking
But this
about.
week, we have the fabulous Christine Phillips from her days as a volleyball player at Pan Am. Christine, thank you so much. She hails from Long Beach. She's living in Texas. She's got a lot to share. Thank you so much, Christine, for joining us this week.
Well, thanks for inviting me. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Christine. Volleyball legend. Volleyball
legend. Yes, volleyball legend. So,
Gio.
Christine, you're the second volleyball player that we've had on. Obviously, you said you'd watched Lisa's episode. What do you think of the show thus far? Like, talk to us. I mean, how many episodes have you caught? Are you a huge fan, or
I'm a huge fan. Let's be real.
Do you have posters on your wall? Like, I don't know.
That's a little personal. Sorry, G, can't talk about it. But just kidding. No, I'm really excited, and I've watched Jim Lancaster. I saw the Lalo stuff you started putting up. I actually watched a lot of them, and a couple of people I did not know. Lisa, of course, I know, longtime friend. She was actually my host on my recruiting visit.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I got those.
So you got to talk about that.
Yeah, you got to talk about that.
What was that like? What was your?
I plead the fifth.
You can cut out the the cool stuff. Just tell us the boring stuff.
Just out of curiosity.
Ironically, so me and Vivian came from Long Beach City College, and we went on a recruiting trip together, and Marie Velasquez and Lisa were our two hosts. And it was being from Southern California, and I'd gone on a bunch of recruiting trips. It was so different. The weather, yes, it's hot, but I liked it. And Vivian, of course, being from Florida, she loved it. But no, it was great. I've got pictures. Like I said, I got pictures of everything. The good, the bad, the ugly. There's like the team, a bunch of the girls were with us a lot of the time. So it was cool. Nicole Gerlach, who I know I probably butchered her last name right there, but she ended up being a grad assistant the next year. So yeah. And then later on, after college, Marie ended up starting a club named Valley Elite with Lisa and me. And then when Marie moved back to San Antonio, I ended up running it. So we've all kind of.
Yeah, y'all kept in touch.
Yeah.
When volleyball recruiting trips happen, what part of the season are they in? Is it normally in the spring? Is it the summer? When did you come down for your recruiting
thankfully trip? Okay, so a lot has changed, especially with NCAA, which I know G, and I'm pretty darn sure Matt, so when back in 1995,
when was that, Christine? Was it?
You're breaking up there, Christine.
A long time ago, when I was a sophomore, me and Vivian were sophomores. We had finished our fall season. I think it was February we came down. I went in December to New York. I think January I went to a college in Louisiana, and I'm pretty sure it was February.
No wonder why you chose Pan Am.
I know, it was the 1 month of the year.
New York, and then you went to Louisiana. I'll just decide to land in Texas.
Well, I was actually going out in the fall. I was going to take a scholarship to Rollins, a D2, and there was two other All-Americans because I'd been named that year, and they were the MVP and another first teamer with me, and we all were going to go to Rollins, this D2 in Winter Park, Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And the coach got fired.
It was
So-
destiny.
And then
Destiny.
you end up on your recruiting trip with Lisa and Marie at Saltwater Island for spring break, and that's how you landed at Pan Am.
Well, and you met Matt and G somewhere along the way, and it was a done deal. Where are the papers?
No,
Where-
I think I was. This was
where's my-
95. I think I was a No, I was a senior. No,
You were-
if it was spring of 95, I was a junior in high school, Christine.
Yeah. And then I was going to say too, gee, if Brian and, your boys, Lalo, everyone wasn't around Mike,
Yeah, no, G, you would have been a senior, right? That year.
in 95.
Yeah, I was a senior in 95. So you were there. You were there before I got there.
Yeah.
Because when did you, I came in fall of 96.
You came fall in 96?
I mean, sorry, fall of 90. Let's see. I graduated 94, 95.
You came fall of 95.
No, 96.
Yeah. So we
Oh,
we came at the same time.
Yeah. Because you were a freshman.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
a freshman.
Little freshie.
Yeah.
No, because I came in fall of 96. I graduated 96. So I came in that August of 96.
Yeah, I came in it was fall of 96.
Okay,
I was
so
wrong.
you
It
and I
wasn't
came in at the same
95. It
time.
was 96 that I went on the
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
spring.
Okay.
You and Christine came in at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah,
That-
we came in at the same time.
My
So
old brain
I was a senior.
sometimes.
Man,
Boom.
everything just meshed up together. The 90s, the 90s. I mean, you can just talk about 91 to 99, and it's like one big year.
Yeah, that's it.
Pretty much.
So-
Pretty much.
Christine, what did you, rewind a little bit? How did you get into volleyball? I know it's a huge part of your life still, but tell us how that love came about. Were you a multi-sport athlete? Where, did you play your high school?
Did you hang out
all
with
that-
Snoop? Like I'm just, it's like
I got stories from all of that. So I was a multi-sport athlete. I grew up playing club soccer. I played a lot of basketball, softball, ran track, played volleyball for fun. My freshman year, I'd switched to the infamous Long Beach Poly. My pride and joy, my alma mater. And it was the best decision I ever made, or my mom made, actually, not me.
mhm.
And I started playing club that freshman year for Ichiban. And then the next year made a switch to a club called In Motion. And my high school team was ranked in the country those years. We were incredible. I played with some of the best athletes in the world. My junior year, I was playing club soccer with a bunch of incredible athletes, and I played down that year because I'm young and for my grade. And then volleyball, I played up that year. And that year I ended up playing with the infamous and the one and only Misty May Trainer. That's where I met her. And she was not a setter then. She was a hitter, for the record. Incredible.
Misty
and
was
then
she was in the Olympics, correct?
Yeah, she's royalty as far as volleyball, right?
Triple gold
sand
medalist.
volleyball? Yeah.
I was with her in Beijing. That's where I saw Mike Mencius. We both were there. It was cool.
Some
But,
that may know her. Yeah. I just wanted to point that out. She's
yeah,
a
she went straight from, fun fact, she went straight from Beijing to Dancing with the Stars, winning the gold. And if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, she might be the only Dancing with the Stars contestant that never got a chance to go back because she didn't get eliminated. She tore her Achilles tendon on the show, or actually
Wow.
in a practice, if I'm not mistaken.
oh my goodness.
Wow.
But anyways, yeah. So
When you say she went straight from the Olympics to dance, did she still have sand in her
pretty
toes?
much, yes. Like literally, I'll never forget. They had won the gold. We were leaving, and we had a group, because there was a group of us, a group of people eating at a New York style restaurant. It was great, and then she couldn't tell anybody, and there was a lot going on, but she got on a plane, went straight to Dancing with the Stars.
Oh,
Amazing.
you heard
Yeah.
it here first. This is
Christine's
like-
Christine-
Yeah,
Great news, yeah.
this is Saddle up TMZ right here. You heard it here
Saddle up.
first.
Back to me. I ended up going the junior college route. My senior year, I was just burnt out. I was going back between soccer opportunities in college and volleyball opportunities in college. Had some offers on both sides, and I just decided to stay home and go to Long Beach City College, where my freshman year, we did really well. With my sophomore year, we ended up taking second in the country. Vivian, my teammate, and another UTP alum, Mia Shimada-Vu, was also on that team, set for us that year. And then fast forward, me and Viv went to Pan Am, and then Mia came the next year. And I stayed in the sport. It's weird because my senior year, I ended up doing sports marketing at sports information with Georgia Kovich.
Yeah, shout out to Georgia. Yeah,
who is
she
at
already
Pacific
said she
still.
was going to be on the show. Yeah.
I love them. I love her. I loved working with her. I loved being behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It was, for me, it's like, I love promoting. And so my goal, and I was going to do this, was going to go get in my master's in sports marketing and take an internship with the WCC and do all these things. And then I got approached by the current coach at Pan Am, Dave Thorne, and he offered me and Viv both GA spots. So I went the volleyball route and then started my college coaching career for about 6 years. 2.5, 3 at Pan Am, and then 2.5, 3 at Long Beach City as the head coach there. And then got back into the backside of it.
No matter how you try to get away, the game keeps calling you back in.
Well, and that's the amazing part about it. It just keeps reinventing, and to what I'm doing now, it's just unbelievable. But
it's like me and G's relationship. Like I try to leave G, and he keeps, hey, I got this podcast idea, and he keeps calling me back in. So I can't leave him.
COVID was a blessing because it brought us back together, and I was like, I just wanted I wanted an escape.
Yeah. Seriously, this is where the idea originated, because we would do I'm sure everybody did. We did the COVID calls, right? And we would, as a group, there was like 5, 6, 7 of us at times. Yeah. And we would plan it out. We'd schedule it, and then we would take turns on everybody having to schedule the time, and then show up with your drink, and we would just talk smack and
lemonade.
Lemonade. And then that's how it originated. And then we figured out, okay, how can we really do something really cool? And that's where this is originated.
And talk to, the way that we kind of brought everybody together. We were thinking, man, let's bring some wonderful people back, onto this podcast, and let's talk to those people from Pan Am, and relive those memories, because I know there's a bunch of good ones. And Christine, what years were you coaching there? What years did you coach at Pan American?
So should have been 96, 97 I played. Yeah. 98, 99, 2000, and I finished in 01.
Okay.
Stayed on, and then took the job at City in 2002.
I remember you being a coach while I was playing those last years. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen the pictures. It's pretty scary. Yeah.
You're doing some great things right now. Talk to us about what you're doing right now. I mean, you're all over social media. It's like I turn on my phone, I hit Facebook, and the first post is Christine. Doing something with handball.
It's because G, you got her favorited. That's why she's
popping
up. By accident, I apologize. I don't mean to stalk like that, but I think it might be.
I haven't come back. I'm just gonna stop right there and be like, I can't wait to meet both of your wives, for the record.
But she doesn't listen to this, thank goodness. She hates the podcast.
Steph doesn't subscribe, and neither does Ted. It's okay.
They don't.
So I am a little bit of everything. It's really hard to explain exactly what I do, but I'll try and make it.
You're the best at it. That's what you need to remember. Don't worry about how. Don't try to explain what you do. Just know that I'm the best at what I do. That's what you need to say.
That's right,
I
man.
need to say that. You're right. But no,
At Palmquist.
I've always wanted to promote the girls, and I've in social media from my master's days that I started at Pan Am. I actually had to promote the girls, right? I was running the club that last year, and for college scholarships, awareness, things like that. And I've kind of just kept doing that on whenever a new social media platform comes out. I'm always on it. I'm always testing it. Now, fast forward, God knows how many years. It's nice to have a young girls. I'm the TAV Beach director. I've been there for the most part for the last 10 years.
What is Christine? What is that?
So Texas Advantage. Sorry, I should have said that. Texas
No,
Advantage Volleyball Club has been up until this last year, which is pretty impressive, the number one club in America for the last 8 years. And then this last year we were third. We've had a lot of internal different things that wasn't a big deal. And this year we're looking incredible. Some of the best athletes in the country.
Yeah.
I get to see on a daily basis on the indoor side. On my beach side, same thing, but it's a little bit different than there's a club called Mad Sand or 692 up here. And I love for the girls to be able to play both. I'm very passionate about that in multiple sports. So we'll have soccer players playing beach volleyball and but that's like my third job. My second job is I am the social media and website director for Texas Advantage since 2011.
Maybe you can help with our social media, because G is responsible for that. And yeah. So you and I need to talk, Christine.
I didn't even get like a full job description. He just kind of orally told me this is what you need to do. One.
Well, my full-time job, just so you know, is I work for V-Ball Recruiter. I work for a woman named Kara Hill. She started her business being a volleyball recruiter for athletes and now has branched out into the media world. So me and a guy named Chris Tobolowski, pretty much, I'm social media content coordinator. She just launched the Red Hat Games, which will be in Dallas this December, which is pretty much honoring the top athletes in the country in the sport of volleyball from the years 2027 to 2024 this December. I capture a lot of social media videos. So I travel the country.
So you're everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, if you're ever in the Long Beach area again, let me know, because Tessa and I go up to Long Beach all the time. We have friends up there. So
my hood.
We would love to catch up. We can meet at Roscoe's right there.
Oh God.
I've eaten Roscoe's like 4 times.
For the record, I've never had Roscoe's in.
Oh, it's amazing. It's really good.
And you know what? I'll give you this story too. Fun fact. You were asking about Snoop Dogg.
Oh, here it is. Saddle Up TMZ right here. This is another one.
So when he was shooting all his videos at VIP Records, some of us were playing soccer right across the street.
Wow.
On the varsity field.
Did y'all kick the ball into the video and like stop it?
No, but it was pretty funny.
Knight would have been pissed.
So it was one of those things that when I was in high school, we had drive-by shootings, we had the riots going on, we had a bunch of stuff. And and then we had the VIP record shoots for the music video right there. Warren G never went to, he was in the area. Like my high school, if I want to traumatize people, I tell them exactly what I went through in high school. And everyone's like, how did you? I'm like, well.
Didn't you go to school with like Cameron Diaz or who was it?
Actually, I have her the yearbook. She left Long Beach Poly right before I came, and Tiffany Amber Thiessen too. She was
Kelly Kapowski went to your school?
Kelly Kapowski. I actually went to tapings with my soccer teammates because back in the day in California, you made money by going to TV show tapings. And so we would go, and she went to Poly up until I got there. She was 2 years older. And then she went full time with Saved by the Bell. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, this is amazing content right here. We should be, you know what? You're going to get a sponsor.
And then me and Misty ran into her later on at a Dan band. If you've ever heard of the Dan band, I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
But they're incredible. But we happened to be there, and Misty's cousin, don't quote me on this, is neighbors with Tiffany, and Tiffany knew Misty. It was this whole what just happened?
It's the Long Beach. It's the LBC.
LBC, baby.
LBC.
LBC, Let's go.
Wow. Christine's roots are coming out, man.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that I didn't know. I knew Snoop obviously from LBC, and I've been to 2-1 in Lewis, right? I took in a picture.
Oh dear God, I used to run by it all the time.
Yeah, but you really can't take a left on 2-1 and Lewis because that street, it's like a T-bone and it's a one way. And so if you take a left, you're going down the wrong way. So you
They
can't
made that because of everybody always going down there. I'll never forget too. It's kind of comical you say that because so many people go there. Also, I'll never forget a Pan Am athlete who I won't name, but he was a baseball player, like begging me to take him to Crenshaw. And, and I'm like, no, I'll take you to the southernmost part of Crenshaw. We're not going to South Central LA. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Can we get
that.
close his name? Get him on the show or?
We'll get his name off camera and then we'll book him. And then
we'll get
Sammy Price. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's rarely on social media, so I'll laugh at him. But people who know him are gonna laugh. So.
Well, we're hoping with your fame and your presence, we can get at least 15 more subscribers. So,
you're
I'm gonna push it.
But yeah, that's a good goal.
Yeah.
So Christine, tell us. Kind of want to get into like those years that you were at Pan Am, playing.
Yeah.
Kind of like your just kind of what game kind of sticks out in your mind, what teammate kind of was like the leader, and maybe you were, Christine, I remember you being
I remember you being one of the kind of the lead figures when I was there,
With my short hair and my bangs. Yes.
You were all over the place. What position did you play, first of all?
Okay, I was an outside hitter, and in today's world, I probably would have been a libero, but I also trained as a setter. So who knows? Because the game has changed so much.
Like I said, you're all over the place.
Yeah.
A little bit twisted in that way. No, I was an outside hitter. When my junior year is when I came, and if I'm not mistaken, Lisa and Marie were our captains. That was our team was pretty good. We set a record for the most wins. It's tied, and actually now UTRGV, if I'm not mistaken, they've broken it, and they're doing great, by the way. But
shout out to Todd.
Yes, they're fabulous. I love seeing them, even if it's on video. But that year, I wouldn't say a game. Me and Viv played against one of my teammates from City who had gone to Arkansas State that year. And then actually it was that same year, another friend of mine was playing at Lamar. Now it just jogged my memory. I know what game it was. Lamar, my senior year, we're at Lamar. I think it was Halloween, and we had these hecklers.
Wow, of course.
Lamar always had hecklers.
Sitting behind our bench, right? Yep. And all the girls were freaking out, and I'm just like,
did they have masks on because it was Halloween?
No, you knew them.
Our audience wants to know. I'm sure they were asking the same thing.
Yeah, they were completely seen. Baseball players, I do know that, and it just cracked me up because I remember that game because we did not win. Me and Vivian both, I could name her, and Mia. We had great games, but we got beat. But they came up to me after the game and said, we give you credit. You didn't budge, because I love that kind of stuff. Fine, you want to test me?
Yeah, you're from Long Beach. Like, come on. They didn't know.
I'm not. And I always tell my kids this: when you're on the court, block everything off. Don't, because what's going on off the court shouldn't be a focus, right?
Yeah.
It should fire you up, but don't let it control your mindset. And that was the game I'll never forget. And I'm like, oh, and they came up and said, good job to me. And I was literally laughing, going, oh my God, they were total douchebags. Like, what they were saying was so bad, but I'm just like, fine.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because we have somebody that's about to call in, special guest. He's one of those baseball players from Lamar. He's about to join the show. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, I didn't know who that would be, but hey. But no,
his name is Chad.
Chet. Oh, okay.
Chad.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I know. I'm like, who is this? No. I love playing with Viv. But I played with her for 3 years, and I played with Mia for 2, one in junior and one in Lisa. Playing wise, I enjoyed myself, especially my junior year.
Yeah.
That was a great year. And then as a coach, my grad assistant year, I think we tied the record again. And it was my first year as the assistant because I was able, we were able to get a bunch of girls from California, North Texas, and reinvigorate the program.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
That's awesome, Christine. I remember you being a one heck of a player. Just always when you played the game, you played the game. Just exactly like your mindset was, I'm gonna win this game. And you were a hard working player. I just remember, and I remember you in practice too. You used to get after it. Like we'd be watching and going, man, if we just had that fire on the basketball team,
we might have won some more games. Yeah.
I remember
You were just envious of the buns we had.
Yeah.
You wanted to wear buns.
No, he was envious of the shorts.
Yeah,
I wanted to wear the shorts.
I was always curious about that. Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Sorry. Because we were the last team to wear buns. My junior year was the last year we wore buns. The next year we wore bikers.
Oh, is that what they're called? I thought you were talking about buns like the hair.
I thought about the hair buns.
Yeah,
No, the bottoms. I mean, I've got pictures. I mean, buns.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
Buns are the bikini cut?
Yes.
That's right. And then you all went to tights. See, I didn't even.
This is a Saddle Up exclusive right here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you had no idea what buns meant in volleyball, you do now.
Yes, it's not my hair bun, which I am known for too, because it's a messy bun. But no, those were bottoms. So
that's insane.
Billy G question. What was your favorite hangout place on a Saturday night?
Oh God. What was the place?
This is TMZ moment. Saddle Up TMZ right here.
Where was the place on 10th? It went to a billiard hall later, but it was the club.
10th Avenue?
No, but I did like Fifth Avenue for a bit. I do remember that. That was where the hip hop was. So of course I went there.
No, that was Club X.
Wait.
Club X was on Nolana.
That was
Club X was where the hip hop was. 10th Avenue was
10th Avenue.
Yeah, 10th Avenue was it was a club.
It was a cool club.
Yeah.
So I remember it being it changed names like a couple of times when I was down there. So it was the first one I went to when I first came, and it was it was Nolana. It wasn't 10th. It was on Nolana.
It was a pool hall? Oh, you're talking about Hotspots.
Yes, Hotspots that's where it was when I first, yes.
Collage was the club. Yes, it was Collage, and then it changed to Hotspots. Yeah.
Okay, and then there was the big country place that they built, I think our senior year, and
I forgot about that place.
That place is really cool.
You're talking about Tejano Saloon?
Yes.
Oh yeah. And then there was Hillbillies.
Yes.
Hillbillies, yeah, Hillbillies right there, right by the tracks.
And then my senior year, 6th Street came down in downtown.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 17th, yeah, 17th Street, yeah.
So
the little bar area down there, yeah.
What you're telling us is you went to a lot of clubs. You named a lot of places.
She was looking at when she was a coach. She was making sure her athletes weren't doing anything crazy.
No idea. Oh, we have stories of that too, but we're just not going to go.
We'll save that. We'll save that for our idea for the other podcast.
Yeah. Oh.
What about favorite places to eat, Christine?
I say this, I'm very good friends with Javi Salinas, and I always tell him I'm going with you back to the Valley. I'm going with you when you go because I want to go to Taqueria El Zarape. Oh my God, like the best tacos in the world. Las Brisas was good. Republic of the Rio Grande. I used to love going there. The island that doesn't exist anymore, Burger Shack, was the best burger place in the freaking world. And it just I don't know if you guys remember that, where you drive, it was right next to the drive-through alcohol barn. It was on one side, best burgers in the world.
What's on Universal?
What?
No, this was at the island, G.
This was on the island, the Burger Shack. But yeah, Taqueria El Zarape.
El Zarape has to be your go-to. Wow.
And if any place has a true botana plate, If I see that, I'm ordering it because I'm,
You can't get botanas anywhere else except the valley. Like the
you
way
can
that
up
we know,
here, but it's not what
it's not the same. Yeah, it's not.
And
I
they
had
try
this.
in Austin too, but
I had this discussion with my wife not too long ago that about the Mexican food and the
oh,
difference. You know, so
I don't know how I didn't gain 150 pounds. I'm not gonna lie. I go down there and I'm like, I'm getting this. I'm getting this. Oh, I want my
so
micheladas. I want this. I'm like, oh yeah.
so did you lived in the dorms your first 2 years? Did you ever live at like El Bosque or the
Oh
Palms? Like,
no, I'm gonna say no to El Bosque. Oh my God, I totally forgot about that place. But we did go there because plenty of people live there. No, I
yeah.
lived in the dorm for a year and a half, and then I lived in the infamous baseball house. Well, no, me and Viv had an apartment for a semester, and then we moved in with the baseball boys, and then I lived there for like 2 years, and then two of the guys and me moved to Sherryland for another 5. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Wow.
yeah. So
I didn't,
great.
I didn't. I don't think I ever visited the baseball house. I don't know where.
It was about a half mile from school.
We would always hang out at Lamar and Cal's house. That was kind of, that was
there
where
was
we
a
hung out.
few. I mean, it's hard. Pan Am was a commuter campus.
It was.
So, I remember, oh my God, those apartments. I remember them now. Buffy I don't even know. Like,
How
with
many
Buffy and all
how many
those-
people on this podcast have ever went swimming in that pool?
I
Like,
did not, for the record.
Yeah, well, the people that went swimming in that pool did not get affected by COVID. I'll just tell you that right now. They developed some kind of immunity to any
I
kind of
would.
illness.
Oh,
Yeah,
God. TMI.
exactly. That's just the truth. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Shout
Fau-
out to the person that needed to clean that pool, man.
Yeah, Fauci showed up to Edinburgh and was like, "This is where we pull the."
Oh God.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious, G. Mm.
Wow. But
So we got about 5 more minutes, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, when was the last time you went back to the university?
It was before it switched. So I went, if I'm not mistaken, the last time I went, we had an alumni game. So me, Lisa, Belinda, and then some of the girls I coached. So Rico, Lorena, and Debbie.
Yeah.
Me, we were there in the field house. And so, yeah, it was, like I said, it was pre UTRGV. I think Brian Hale was the head coach, or Yale, not Hale, Yale. Yeah,
Wow.
I think
They're doing some amazing things. You definitely,
2014.
I would encourage you to go back because they're doing some amazing
follow.
things.
I
Yeah.
follow everything online. Like I said, the volleyball program, I see when they open, I'm like, dude, why'd I go there when I went? What was I thinking? Like the whole area is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry about Brownsville, no offense, but sorry, G, I'm just giving you a hard time. But it's in general, that whole
We do
area is
too.
great.
I'm going to log off now.
You have South Padre right next door. I wouldn't be complaining. If
Yeah,
I
I'm
had
not.
a chance, I'd be there in 2 seconds. I love
Oh,
South.
so let me tell you a story, Christine. G calls me one day and he was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm just working, whatever." I was like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "I'm heading over to the island for lunch." And
Yeah,
I'm like,
man.
"What?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm heading over to the island for lunch." I was like, "Well, where's Steph? Oh, Steph's working. I'm just solo. I'm just going to the island for lunch." I'm like, asshole. Like that's
Yeah.
got to be amazing.
I think it was 2017 that I took a couple of my friends when I was working at the airlines, and I was like, let's go. Let's just fly into Brownsville. Let's go to South Padre for lunch and go to the beach.
Nice.
It's so amazing. I love it. I love South
Yeah.
Padre. So
It's a
yeah.
blessing. And that's really a pull for these recruits as well. Get these, that's how we get some of these players, the close, the proximity that we are to, to the beach.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's probably how we got a Long Beach, volleyball player, is
Yeah.
close proximity to the beach, maybe.
Oh, the memories. Oh, the memories. But that's why I keep saying Pan Am, or now UTRGV, needs a beach program.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of people there, but
Have you
Who
we need to connect you with Chase and we need to connect you with Todd and see if something can get going from there, because Chase is an extraordinary person, and I know he would be open to anything, and
Well,
any way to better the university, he would be all for it.
He's an innovator. He's an
He is an
innovator,
innovator.
the pioneer.
Mhm.
He's all into doing what's best for the university.
And
Yeah.
that's, I mean, the universe, like going to UTRGV, a fun fact, I found out on my birthday twin plays for me, and she's a stud. And her grandfather was on the US University of Texas Regents Board that helped make UTRGV happen.
Wow.
He told me this, and I was like, you killed my school. And then I was like, no, I'm just kidding.
This is
kidding.
another settle up TMZ moment right here.
I
You
know,
got
right?
three.
I was like, what? No, they're great. I love them. But it's fascinating, layers.
Matt uses Christine to introduce your podcast.
Do
That's
what?
good.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
That's gonna be the clip.
Yeah, that'll be the clip.
You killed my school.
You killed my school.
My school.
And I know the person that did it.
I know, right? I was like, dude.
No.
And of course I came back with, I'm so happy. Like I loved my alma mater, but you have to do what's best. And I love what they're doing, and they're doing a great job. So I'm always paying attention.
Yeah. And this, we, in the early discussions, we were talking like, hey, let's not divide it and, just talk about Pan Am, but let's help kind of bring a synergy between the two, and it's still the university. It's just different name,
still playing the
right?
field house.
Yeah.
So.
Memories are still there, good or bad. We all have good and bad memories, but it's still those memories, right? And so this podcast is just about reuniting the athletes and the people and share their stories, and I think we're doing a great job at that. So
and speaking of Matt and Christine, to wrap this up, please tell us your favorite memory. Christine, your favorite doesn't have to be a game. It doesn't have to, just your favorite memory of UT Pan American.
So spring breaks for a month long shouldn't count, right?
It absolutely counts. Absolutely counts.
Just kidding.
and you remember?
I do actually. Half the time I was the DD. No, I was gonna say too. I used to love. It's sad with stuff going on right now, but I used to love going to Progresso. I used to love going to Reynoso.
Mhm.
Reynosa, not Reynoso. That's a kid's last name who lives here. But I loved the thing about the Valley. I loved the vibe and the food and the culture, and
Mhm.
it just. Like I loved every time I went to Mexico, we went to, I don't know if you remember Imperial, and then
Mhm.
we botanas and Mexican food.
The Alaskan
Oh my
is where
God.
the Alaskan was where the bottle dance was originated. Shout out to the bottle dance, but yeah.
We'll post that someday.
Wow. But like little things like that. I loved that access. I loved the combination of the Spanish and American, like everything down there, the vibe was always so great.
Well, I think I was wrong. I thought you were going to say 4th floor of the library with no windows for study hall, but
for the record, I
mine.
went to the library one time that entire time I was there. One time, and it probably was in the front door and out the other.
that's the clip right there.
You hit it first. You heard it here first.
another sub TMZ right there.
Here's another real quick thing that I thought was hilarious, and I always tell this story, is my very first day of school, junior year, Cali girl is not used to humidity. We were told wear makeup, blah, 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 dress up, make sure you talk to your teachers so they know who you are. Oh my God, it was like 150 degrees out there, and everybody was hanging out. There was like in the bathrooms, all the seats. We were all hanging out in the air conditioning, and I was like, this might be the first place and the last place that I ever thought was cool to hang out, in the bathroom, because it was so freaking hot for the Cali girl.
You heard it here. Favorite memory, hanging out in the bathroom.
Hanging out in the toilet.
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome.
It was air conditioned. That's the most important part right there.
Oh, Christine. So Christine, thank you so much for joining the show. We had, the time flew by. Thank you so much. We'll tag you on the post. So if anybody wants to get in touch with you or reconnect with you, they can, but you probably are already friends with him, so there's probably no point. G will keep following you first post every time he opens up his app. So
Yeah.
thank you so much.
No
Thank you.
idea, but
I'll teach you, G. I'll teach you. So
Yeah.
Christine, thanks
Thank
so
you.
much. Guys, we'll see you next week.